In our corporate structure in America, social responsibility is not part of the equation. General Electric has never admitted, ever, that the polychlorinated biphenyls that it dumped by the millions of tons are harmful in any way. It'll recover, though. That's the point. What they did in Pittsfield shows is it recovers better than it ever was. It was dreadful to watch because they scoured the banks and they put these big pilings down the center to be able to dig up the riverbed. But, you know, now if you look at it, you'd never know. It's grown back, and I understand from the EPA that the wildlife has come back and is healthier than it's ever been in centuries. Before the EPA has their say, and what's to do with the cleanup of the so-called rest of the river, GE comes up with its plan, and it has these 3 toxic waste dumps. One, they picked really great areas. One next to Woods Pond, that's good. How about next to Goose Pond, one of the most, lane construction up there, where the contamination, if it leaked out of the landfill, would go down the river, back down into the Housatonic. Look, these organic compounds that are, in developmental disruptors for human life and other life, were meant to be long-lasting. I want them out of the river and out of this environment. But then what do you do with them? What is this? That is not something that I am certain about. GE's a formidable opponent. Their head environmental lawyer wrote the Superfund law for the Justice Department. They just hired him. The Department of Environmental Protection is in some ways owned by General Electric. Its former commissioner is now a lobbyist for General Electric. Let's put it that way. Now that GE has moved to Boston, how serious is Massachusetts actually going to be about cleaning up this river? But I'll tell you something about General Electric. When they decide to do something, they have huge pride that they do it exactly right. They shouldn't compromise here. They should get rid of it.